Sap strength. Try to AoE stun. They all resisted it. Unfortunate. Polymorph. Okay. Use fairy dust on that. It got slowed. What does that do? -1 combat speed, 1 less retaliation. That's probably not going to affect us at all. Alright, hit the polymorphed guy, because he's like really fragile right now. Fairy dust that guy. Distracted. Alright, polymorphed guy died. And fairy dust that one. He's blinded. We're just like random BS go. There's all kinds of weird conditions and stuff. Fairy dust again. Resisted. Alright. Should have done this at the beginning of the turn for the Star Blades. Forgot. Soothing Mist. Fire Blast. Decompose for a free action. Regenerate those. Had to end his turn in a burning tile, but it did kill an enemy. Are you throwing fairy dust or fairy dust? Yes. Oh, no line. What? You had line of sight to throw fairy dust, but not line of sight to shoot him in the face. Okay. Alright, we just got one enemy left, so I'll throw a cheap spell so that when I put it on auto, it doesn't use a more expensive mana cost spell, and then auto, and everyone should just run this thing over. Reinforced Crown, +1 defense. Alright. So now... Okay, we have cleared that obelisk out. Oh god. Alright. So we cleared out the Mistwalker camp that was sending attacks and burning down my thing. We cleared out that obelisk thing. However, now... Hold on, is there any attackers inbound? No, there's not. A new Mistwalker camp spawned there while we've been dealing with all this. That's pretty low. Let's Trying to take out that camp. Okay, just to get some XP. See, his army, look, they're healing even though they're in enemy territory right now. And that's just because of, I believe this right here. All non-hero units in the army will regenerate each turn. Whereas, well, they're getting a little, yeah, see, like this one, it's either not healing or it's healing like 1 pixel. I can't even tell. And this one's the same. It looks like that. It looks like those two are not. Research done. All right, new tome. Let's look at the library. So we already spotted a few new ones, right? We saw Tome of Gluttony. We saw, I believe it was called Abjuration, and the fairy one that we got. Those were all new. There should be, there's Abjuration. There should be 3 other new ones that we haven't seen yet. To see if I can spot it. No, that's been there. Tome of the Cosmos. It's every single color. Summon Avatar of the Cosmos. Cosmos Awakening. Prismatic Tower. Reveal the map. For each affinity at or above 5, the city gains plus 50 of the resource based on that affinity. Gluttony is new, but would that really help us at all right now? Because things are getting very challenging. When victorious in battle, this city gains 25 food. That's kind of cool. Corrupt Pact is pretty quick, pretty neat. Basically just like drain a free city. With how many farms you have and how much food they can produce. Yeah, there was also, just to show you real quick. So see right here, like each of these skill trees, now every single thing is a choice between 2 things. And this used to be basically double farm production, and it doesn't anymore, which slows things down a bit. But now you choose between farms now generate gold instability, or foresters now generate mana instability. Which are both really nice, you just gotta make up your mind. Let's do gold for now. Okay, hold on, back to the time. Okay. Abjuration or Gluttony. What do we got here? Glyph Tower. Not bad. I think I want to try getting Gluttony and that thing that, like, drains free cities, because there's quite a few free cities on the map. Let's give it a shot.
You mortals believe you can deny your own nature, yet you were born to feast. never satisfied when sated. A few of you come to understand this. Your true desire does not lie in being fulfilled, but in the endless pursuit of fulfillment. Unleash your hunger. It will never be enough. Not until you devour even the very well of creation.
Is the Dragon DLC for Age of Wonders 4 worth picking up? Yeah, that one's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. Alright, spell ready, summon sprite. Okay, so... 28. Oh, you actually get to pick. I thought it was just random. Alright, so they get fairy dust either way. Evening sprite can blind and slow an enemy. And it can fire bolts that do 10 damage. The morning sprite, the bolts can do 14 damage. Oh, but moon bolts, it can fire 1 to 3, but this one does more damage, but it just fires 1. But this one has the heal and the dust. I'm gonna take the morning sprite. Alright, so we're at plus 28 mana. Now plus 16. So this takes 12 mana a turn. Alright, yeah, I don't want to summon any more of these. Buff spells and healing spells in combat now apply bolstered resistance. Damage spells and debuff spells now apply sundered resistance. Routing units are captured if your side is victorious in combat and they have low maintenance. Let's try it. Spring has started. Yeah, we already knew that. I was certain... Oh, they had roads. That's why. I was like... I thought that they couldn't reach me. That's not good. I'm gonna do manual and try to retreat and see what happens. Dude, I'm just trying to end the fight. Hurry up. Oh, nice. The springtime just rooted us while we're trying to retreat. Oh my god. There's one thing I like in Total Wars. If you hit surrender, it just ends the combat. It's like, yo, I give up. I'm just being held hostage here while this plays out. I'm just trying to leave. So even though I got everyone off the battlefield, 3 lived, 3 died. including the hero. Alright, that sucked big time. I thought Fey Woods let you make ferries at that city. I guess I was thinking of something else. Actually, no. Cancel that. I should save up to get another hero, since we just went... We've been able to get a third hero for a while, but we just lost the second one, so... Okay. Arachnic has Blizzard on you. What is this? Hey, Hockey, thank you.
Mukluk bobble, mukluk bobble, mukluk bobble, mukluk bobble, mukluk bobble.
Appreciate you. Let's see. Where's the recruit hero thing? Yeah, so that guy's got that corpse as prisoner. Warlock, Writ, Defender. Foraging training? Alright, let's get that. The 3 units that got away alive, including the tier 3 spiders, should reappear at this city in time. I don't know how long that's going to take, though. Where's the underground city? This one. Let's do that. Oh, when these things hit max level, they evolve into the tier 3 fairies. Okay, I see. So, we want... Alright, hold on. Move this. So if I do that, then it should level up faster because of the mentorship thing that we got earlier. nice. Autoed it. Oh, that is most welcome. Parasitic Dragonbane. Frostspike. These grimoires are new. I kind of want to leave that on her to try it out. The Beak Twister plot aftermath. Upon vanquishing the Mistwalkers, Dawnusk makes a muted call that somehow still echoes far. Then Lobelia Greyfang appears, saying, "I knew you'd come back to me." "Auntie, auntie, come and see," chimes Dawnusk. "How bad a bruised Pelari be? By Mistwalker's fang and claw and spear, all are encaged in pain and fear." Lobelia observes the cage-riddled camp while in pained silence. I did not know. Elandra promised all life a chance to blossom. How could she do this to me? "This is not the way of spring," growled Lobelia with a distraught gait. "Has Elandra been taking me for a fool?" Convince Lobelia to join the Pelari struggle. With a pained grimace, Lobelia ponders her moral quandaries for what feels like the longest instance ever obliged upon Duatha. "Spring is the bloom after death's embrace," quotes Lobelia in humming song. "The hope of new life before the lengthening of days, the call to sprout and break the fast, for all living things to strengthen at last." Swallowing her hurts, Lobelia concludes. "Elandra urged us to break our fast unyielding, as befits the predator in spring, but this has crippled our game of its fair chance to repopulate. This befoulment of spring must end," announces Lobelia. "I renounce this perverse's disciple's mantle and shall join the Pelari cause." Oh, wait, okay, hold on. I was having to read this multiple times. So Lobelia will no longer be the disciple of Spring. She is now allied with Hambinger, and she is declaring war on the giant guy, Sorin, I don't think I know Sorin, and Arachna the Spider Lady. Okay, so she's joining my side, basically. So, bunch of food, bunch of stability. Let's do food. Okay, and we got someone over here trying to burn our stuff down. So let's do road building. So start heading over there. There's the 3 units that escaped. They have respawned. Tavern. To make the people happier, we will make them drunk. We don't have a single forester in here. I'll do 1 there. And Arcane Institute. And this city. Ooh. I never cleared out that rainbow clover. I didn't even see it. Alright, let's get farm, and then we... Yes. Yes. Research post. Let's get walls. Can't afford another hero. Met another faction. Okay, yeah, it's just some free city. Alright. End turn. Oh man, this sucks. They just keep like burning down all my stuff. Alright, so I've got 2.1 armies now. Do I want to spend mana on this stuff? Sure, we'll do Bread for War. I feel like when it gives you all the notifications for what's going on at the start of your turn, the "you're being pillaged" should be like #1. Like that should be the first one it announces. But it's always the last one, and then sometimes you've already moved your armies, and it's like, oh crap, I didn't know. I can't wait to play this in Total War Warhammer 3 without hitches on good graphic quality coming August, September. Have you heard about GeForce Now? Alright, rebuild that. Rebuild that. Alright, that got saved. Okay. Can expand. We want to surround the Fey Woods with foresters. Oh, they get slightly bigger. Your bounty. That's still making a unit. Oh yeah, we have like no draft there. That's why it's taken so long. Yo, Michaelis, thank you for the prime. Appreciate you. Holy crap, it's already 2 p.m. I did not realize. This is such a 5 more minutes game. Okay. Oh, he must be a nomad city. He's doing that thing where he's destroying the nodes as he harvests them. Alright. Demonic Hunger Minor Race Transformation is done. I can do Training Regimen, which is a big boost to draft. Institute is done here. Let's do Storehouse. Okay. Alright. Oh man, this is definitely one of those things where it's like, man, if I... Oh my god, the map is so big. I was like, if I could start over, I could do so much better. It's like, the Wizard King, the main thing that he does is it lets you cast twice per turn in battle by using these cooldowns over here. And I have not had the mana to even cast once every turn in battle, so it's like I've literally never used that a single time. So like any other ruler would have given me more benefits up until this point by now. Yeah, these are all spells, not abilities. Yeah, so the culture I picked honestly has not been a big deciding factor because at the beginning it gave us like 10 or 15 free troops of random cultures. So it's not like we've been playing with an army made from our culture up until this point. Like that War Golem we got on turn 1 has been like our main carry. But I think the Wizard King has hurt me more than anything else. But alright, cool. I do feel like I have a foothold. So we've got one city underground here, and these walls cannot be broken through. So this city is just going to be providing that much income the whole game. And they can't get to it without going through here, which is right by this city. So, you know, we got this city going, and then we got another one over here giving me a bit of income, and we did defeat one enemy here, which is in the underground top right, and they're our vassal, so they're giving us income. And they will mess with our enemies a little bit also. So we've got a good foothold. but we did suffer a lot of military losses, losing the second hero and army. So gotta kind of just like continue to bunker down and then start trying to take these guys out. We do have allies, you know, so the allies may, I mean, they could die. The allies could die and, you know, make the situation even worse, but there's also a chance that they could help us out and make it better. So we're going to save it here. We will continue with this one, but typically at the end of these story games, you know, when you go into the next story chapter, you can continue playing the same guy or roll like a different one. I will absolutely be rolling a different one. Absolutely. We'll save it there and pick it back up from this spot next time.